I was in Louisiana doing a gator hunt one time, and I ate this potluck, like boil of crawfish and frog legs and I don't know, rabbit stew or something like that. It was okay, I'm still here. People that drive 55 miles an hour in the fast lane on interstate, you know, please drive the speed limit. Even if the speed limit's 60, 65, at least go like 3 or 4 miles an hour over. You don't have to run the speed limit or slower. Wouldn't want to call my father. I wouldn't want to call my boss at work. I wouldn't want to call like anybody important, so probably one of my friends that could keep it on the down low. I tried to ride a unicycle one time back when I was in high school, and I got pretty decent at it, but it's been like 10 years since I've been in high school, so I probably couldn't anymore. I broke my left arm in a Legends car wreck. The only time I've ever been hurt in a race car. I barely clipped another guy's tire and the steering wheel spun and my arm got hung in the spoke of the steering wheel and broke my left arm. So that wasn't a fun race and wasn't a fun wreck. Hamburgers. My cell phone so I can talk to somebody and call someone. Probably my laptop too. And I'm going to count on my wife and my daughter getting out, and I'm going to make sure my dog Oliver, he's out of the house. Probably my grandparents' house and our little log cabin back home. You know, you can go to the beach, you can go to the mountains, but there's no place like Grandma's house. I'd love to go skydiving. You know, love to do some more underwater like snorkeling and scuba diving and stuff like that, but probably skydiving. That's something that my wife would never do with me, but I'd love to do it one day. Probably just be healthy for the rest of my life. I wouldn't mind a Sprint Cup Series championship, but if I could have my health for the rest of my life, that would be pretty cool. I've got one brother, older brother, Adam, and he'll remind you that he's my older brother. He has Down syndrome, so he still lives with my parents in Georgia, but he comes to a lot of races, and he's a big racing fan and a big wrestling fan. Managing money, I'm very frugal, and driving this Aaron's Dream machine. Go to work for Michael Waltrip. I don't know, that was a blooper right there.